Hi guys, Athena's here, and today we're going to talk about the Gua Sha tool. So I know that we have been detoxing our liver. We've been working so hard to, kind of expel all of this negativity and everything that affects our whole body complex. And now it's time for a facial. So if you have been detoxing, you will notice that your skin could break out. It's your largest organ. It's a big one for elimination. And it may be taking the last bit of those toxins, everything that your liver and stomach and colon couldn't handle is going to come out through your skin. So it's time for a real treat, and that's what we're going to do today. And this is the Gua Sha. So one of the things that you want to do before you work with the Gua Sha tool is to exfoliate. Because as you see the movements that we're going to do with the Gua Sha, if you haven't exfoliated, it's just going to drive the dirt and oil into the pores. And one thing that people may not know, they may have been introduced to a roller, but not necessarily the Gua Sha. The Gua Sha tool and your rollers should be gemstone quality. So the plastic replicas that are out there, maybe for sale, not going to do much for you. And there's a lot of wisdom in this particular, this is like jewelry for your face. This is rose quartz. And I like to use this. Rose quartz is about self-care, and that's what we're doing, and loving yourself. So I kind of like it. They have them in amethyst and other semi-precious gemstones, but it's a nice little investment to make because I can penetrate products with goodies like this, and they all have to be plugged in, and they all work. I mean, they're amazing. This stuff is amazing. This too, I mean, amazing. And you should see the machines that I have in my practice that are huge, and it is to provide energy to the tissues, to lift, to tone, to increase circulation. The interesting thing about this tool is it's used as a wellness tool also. It can alleviate migraines, headaches, jaw pain from TMJ, and lots of other things. So not only is this a great beauty tool, it's a wellness tool. And so I'm going to show you once you have exfoliated, and I do suggest, like, I have a enzyme cleanser. This might be a really good way to just exfoliate, dermaplaning or shaving your face. Either one is actually good. Or, if you have really gentle skin, just light cleansing or whatever. Cleanse those pores, get rid of as much of the surface toxins as you can, because then we're going to drive in amazing product with this. We're going to lift, we're going to tone. You're going to give yourself a full facial with this that is energetically comparable to stuff like this. So and like I said, all of that works, but let's think about something. This takes up no space on your counter. It's beautiful. It's wonderful to have in your home. And how you know that you got a real gemstone tool for both of these, actually, but this one in particular, is it's cool to the touch. When I touch my skin, this is nice and cool, and I live in the hot desert, so this stays cool on its own. That's how you know you got the real deal. And for this, I would suggest get the real deal. It's not expensive, and I think you could do amazing facials with this at home. So we're gonna move on to the tutorial at this point. I know that you're anxious to see what we're going to do with this, so let's get to it. So working with the Gua Sha, one thing is certain: you need some slip and glide, and you need a good serum that you're planning to press into your face. And so I use Fix-It oil. I have a little bit of a oilier complexion. If you are drier, you're going to want the Argon Omega oil. Very good for fine, dry skin, whether it's mature or that's just your skin type. Those are the choices. You know, you may have a serum at home that's your favorite. As long as it has slip and glide and it's energetic and it's good for you, it'll work with this process. So what I do is we're going to put some drops of our favorite serum. I'm going to, we all have our problem areas. I'm going to put it on, but I'm not going to do too much with it. I'm just going to kind of put it there because at this point we're going to let this amazing ancient technology, rather than our new technology, which also works, we're going to use ancient technology, and we're going to do a full facial with this. This tool breaks up the fascia, you know, fascia, whatever you want to call it. It is the connective tissues that create tension for wrinkles, scarring, and also holds the blood flow from coming through to those deeper areas. That this is anti-aging. This is truly where you want those deep tissues and all the action underneath the skin to do its job. When we exfoliate, we're taking off dead stuff. It's been dead for probably about 30 days, quite frankly. So this is, we're dealing with a little newer skin. We're going to penetrate our active product. And so here we go. We're going to start always, like if you've done microdermabrasion or anything, at the forehead. Now, this tool happens to have this kind of curve to it. It doesn't matter. If you find, you could even find a perfectly squared off one, but use the corners of this. Very good for headaches, jaw pain. So we're going to make some small strokes in here. So these lines, critical thinking lines, these lines from squinting, everything, we're going to make some small strokes. You know, this tool is also comparable to a bit of acupuncture. For you massage therapists and acupuncturists out there, this is not just a beauty tool. This is a wellness tool. And I make these small strokes, start breaking up the fascia a little bit. That tension in scarring. I have a chickenpox scar there. Thank you for that. My son in kindergarten brought that home to me. I had never had chickenpox, and it left me with a scar on my forehead. As I get older, I see the tension in that. And if I would have known about this younger, I would have been working on it. So for you young ones, this is your time to make that happen. Little small strokes, like a little bit of pressure with this. Now, if I suffer from headaches, I might take these small stroke movements, and I might even come up in here and do a little bit of a twist. A little bit of a twist. Relieve that tension. Even in here, look how that lifts. Oh my gosh. And you can feel the circulation building with a tool like this when you have the real deal, when you have gemstone. If it is a plastic replica, it's going to press in product, but you're not going to feel like this. I'm starting to feel the circulation already in my forehead. Amazing. Almost like a plugged in energetic tool would do, but something that, I mean, you could throw this in your travel bag and do it on the go. And so, and I might come up in here and twist. This is a tool that could be used all over the body and into the head, the scalp, if you suffer from migraines. Like I said, it's almost like an acupuncture tool. So amazing. I'm gonna lift in here a little bit, make these strokes through the eyebrow. I'm gonna give myself a bit of a lift. So upward strokes with this always. So now that I've moved kind of out of the forehead and If I had headaches, I would even take it in further into my head if I was just doing this at home. But the only place you're going to move downward with a tool like this is around the nose. I might move down, a little bit of old acne scarring. I had nice oily skin as a teenager, and so now in my 50s, you know, a little bit of pore action that I'm not thrilled about, but I might make some little strokes with whatever corner that I have with that. So I've kind of worked on my forehead. It's already tingling. I feel wonderful with this. I already feel like I've had a treatment, and I did this myself at home. So, and don't be intimidated. I think this is an easy thing to do. There's no right or wrong. You're going to be okay. Upward movements. The nose is the only place you would maybe make a downward movement. But now we're going to move on to the cheek. So I'm going to kind of wiggle my way and give myself a twist. Little bit of a, oh gosh, this feels so good, you guys. It's a nice cooling tool, decreases inflammation, increases that blood flow. So I might make some moves like this. This one happens to have a beautiful curve. I might go like this, curve, and a little bit of action in here. I'm gonna keep going. Small strokes into bigger strokes, into the temple and into the scalp. Here, these puppet lines. I might make some small strokes in here. Break up that tension that causes wrinkles. Never too old to start this kind of action. And then I have a labial fold puppet line here. So I may take the corner of that and just nice and tight and give it a wiggle into the scalp. Nice and tight. All the way across the cheeks. Oh, this feels good, you guys. All the way down into where, like, kind of where my ear and scalp meets, and give it a little twist. And I'm going to keep working this area a little bit, like firm but gentle, you know, firm but gentle, and give it a little twist. Now here, I tend to purse my lips a lot, keep my mouth closed a lot, which all of us are maybe doing right now. But this is a great area to kind of work this. Remember, some of this is a bit of an acupuncture move. And I'm going to loosen up that fascia a little bit. Feels good. And I really love the serum that I'm using with it. Like I said, I have Fix It if you're oilier. I have the Omega Argon if you're a little drier, thinner skin. Either one's going to work with this. But you want to slip and glide it and pull it up. Work these areas a little bit. Oh, and that nice cooling action from this real gemstone tool makes all the difference. So as I do this side, and I can feel the energy in it too. Tingling, it's awesome. I may come up here. This is the problem area, is the neck. I may come up here with this curve. If you don't have this curve, let's say you just had like a straight across, that's okay. Use it even straight across. And I'm gonna purposely, see, I'm gonna keep it right where I need it to go and up into this ear area. Wow. Feels really great. And the circulation is good. I'm giving myself a nice little lift here. So if you've worked hard at detoxifying your body and now it's time for the facial, I think this is one of the best ones. Make sure you exfoliate, because you could see where you could just grind in dirt and oil this way, right? And so exfoliation is important. I would just continue on the other side of my face. Always split the face in half. Work one whole side after your forehead, then come back through the other side. That's a good way to not get overwhelmed with this whole landscape that you're dealing with. I think this is a wonderful tool, and it's ancient. There's, like I said, a lot of wisdom in this jewelry piece that's just for your face. Not very expensive, very easy to locate one of these and order them. I have a few kits online if you want to look or contact me. I have a few that come with the roller too. The roller's good too if you're tired and you just want to roll. This is nice and cool because it's been sitting here on its own. And these also, as you use them, you'll feel the heat start to activate in here. So you know, like, this is doing a lot of energetic work for you. I think that, you know, easy, natural, let's keep it simple. And I mean, the amazing lift and tone, I could feel it, like, especially on this area that I worked hard, feels so good. So I hope that you kind of put this into your routine if you're able to. And until next time, I'll see you back here at Athena's. Let's do this together. You worked hard, you detoxed. It's time for a facial. So let's do it. Okay, bye.